Hi everyone, we are Group 12. Today, we'd like to introduce our app, Family BP Blood Pressure Passbook. Our core idea is to transform blood pressure tracking from an individual task into a family-based health management system. We referred to an existing app, Keep BP, but we found a key problem in current solutions. Most current health apps assume that one user can do everything. This means users are expected to record data, understand it, and even make decisions. However, for older adults, this is very difficult. From our interviews, even when we provided a very simple blood pressure app, they still said things like, "The text is too small. I might press the wrong button. It's too complicated. I don't understand it. I'd rather ask my doctor or my daughter." This shows that for them, even just completing the recording step is already challenging. Our first persona is an older adult named Alice, who is 70 years old. She needs to regularly record her blood pressure, but has low digital literacy. She usually records on paper or relies on her family. Her quote is, "I'm not good with smartphones, and I don't understand the numbers. I'd rather ask my doctor or my daughter." Her core need is actually simple. She just wants an easy way to record and support from her family when needed. Her pain points include difficulty using the interface, such as pressing the wrong buttons, not understanding charts, and often forgetting to record. She also says, "My daughter or doctor should look at this." Our key insight is that older adults are not trying to learn these tools, but prefer to rely on doctors and family. For them, recording is not a self-driven behavior, but a task that requires reminders. The second persona is the adult child. Her name is Susan, and she is 46 years old. She has medium to high digital literacy and is familiar with apps and communication tools like Line. Her quote is, "I help check my parents' health data. If something looks wrong, I remind them or take them to the doctor." Since she already actively cares about her parents' health, her core needs are to continuously track data, quickly identify abnormalities, and remind them when needed. However, the current problems are the data is scattered, some in hospitals, some on paper, and some only in the parent's memory. Also, she doesn't have the time to constantly monitor and remind them, so it's difficult to understand the overall situation in the long term. As a result, our key insight is that family members are already involved in caregiving, and they are willing to use tools to support this process. At the same time, they are the ones who actually take parents to the doctor and make decisions. Therefore, we believe that one user should not be responsible for everything. We should shift from designing for a single user to designing for role separation. Older adults are data generators who only need to focus on recording, without needing to understand or interpret the data. Family members, on the other hand, are data interpreters responsible for tracking, reminding, and communicating with doctors. Therefore, our product is not just a health tracking app, but a family-centered health management system, a family blood pressure BP passbook.
Next, in this section, we will analyze the main pain points users face when using this type of health recording app based on our interviews, and then propose corresponding improvement strategies. According to our interviews, we identified the following three major pain points. The first pain point is unintuitive operation, because our interviewees were mostly older. They feel that the interface flow is too complex, and they often do not know what to do next. This lowers their confidence and reduces the chance of successful use. The second pain point is a lack of motivation to record actively. Older adults often forget, feel it is troublesome, or do not receive immediate feedback, so they find it difficult to build a stable recording habit. The third pain point is low interest in learning digital technology. For some older adults, technology itself is not very attractive, so learning to use an app is seen as an extra burden, which makes adoption more difficult. To deal with the unintuitive operation problem, the first improvement strategy is to simplify the operation flow. Users can start measuring as soon as they open the app, with support features added to lower the barrier to use. The second strategy is to provide clearer visual guidance. We simplify the lines and colors of button icons to make the interface cleaner and easier to understand. The third strategy is to enlarge key buttons. We solve the problem of small text and make the main action buttons larger so users can recognize and use them more easily. The fourth strategy is to reduce page switching. We aim to avoid frequent page changes and keep the bottom function bar visible at all times so users do not lose their way during use. To deal with the problem that users might be lack of motivation to record actively, the fifth strategy is to add reminder features. We plan to set up regular reminders and continuous record notifications to help users build a consistent recording habit. The sixth strategy is to encourage family participation. By linking family accounts, family members can help remind and encourage users to keep recording their health conditions. To deal with the problem that users have low interest in learning digital technology, the seventh strategy is a family assistance mode. Family members can help complete the app settings in advance, reducing the burden on older users at the beginning. Finally, we will further simplify the functions by keeping only core features and necessary support functions, making the interface simpler and less stressful to use. Next, let's move on to the next part of our presentation, the product interface and user journey of the Family BP Passbook. To address the complexity of current health apps, our system features a dual-path design. We provide customized entry points for different user needs, clearly separating the recorder path for seniors and the caregiver path for adult children, offering tailored functions for each role. Let's start with the senior interface, which focuses on simplicity and support. We've implemented features like smart activation with a 5-second large text wake-up, intuitive input via photo-based OCR recognition, and cognitive feedback using color-coded health indicators. Looking closer at the senior's experience when they open the app, the 5-second large text guidance provides step-by-step prompts. For health status visualization, we use clear colors, green for the normal range, yellow for the warning range, and red for above the normal range. We've also included a voice assistant that supports multiple languages like Mandarin and Taiwanese to further reduce usage barriers. For entering data, seniors can choose photo capture to snap a picture of their blood pressure monitor or use simplified manual input. Once the record is saved, data synchronization automatically sends the data to the caregiver side, enabling a seamless connection and feedback loop. Now, switching to the caregiver interface, the focus here is remote monitoring and support. The core features include assisted setup, where caregivers can link accounts and configure thresholds, anomaly alerts for automated line notifications with recommendations, and positive reinforcement to transform health tracking into a supportive interaction. To make setup easy, the account linking feature allows a bidirectional connection via simple access codes. Caregivers can then manage settings directly from their own phones, including setting up abnormal value alerts, daily notification reminders, and even a reward mechanism for continuous recording. For daily tracking, the monitoring dashboard provides an overview of all seniors' health reports. Caregivers can also dive into individual profiles for a consolidated view of detailed data and health summaries. Finally, our notifications and support system delivers emotional support and actionable recommendations, supporting both individual and overall family health monitoring. Through this design, Family BP Passbook is more than an app. It's a collaborative health management system. Thank you for your attention.